Alright people, we are here for Shiny Sunday number 21. What's 9 plus 10? 21? Anyways, so we're going up against Joey Fontaine. I didn't think I'd be able to get a battle versus this man for, I don't know, another 3 months or something like that. But we're facing him. And yeah. So we brought Asteroid Dazu, the shiny Ninetales, and Manic Menace, the shiny Jolteon, that I got from the boy Sad. He got an array den and he gave it to me. I'm like, don't worry dog, I'll put this thing to good use, trust me. So I did get a call from my fiance because she's out on a trip and she wanted to call me, so I had to that takes priority, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, alright, I'll just record this battle post-com. So excellent lead here right off the bat, as I figured they would either lead off with Lando or Kyurem, and I'm like, well, they're probably Scarf Kyurem, but either way, Zapdos will outspeed them, since I'm Scarf as well. But I was like, I know that they're just going to go out into Zapdos, but I mean, I don't want to just hard switch, just in case. So that does mean that I am being put at risk here. As you see, they are static, because we didn't see the pressure, but thankfully, thank goodness that this thing did not get static, because it comes through later in the battle. Anyways, we go hard right into Asteroid Dazu here on the U-turn, and I'm like, well, they let me get this in, so I'm gonna go ahead and go Ninetales. And I was like, well, this thing is their only potential defogger, really. So, and they don't really have too many switch-ins to like Blizzard into Freeze Dry, other than, well, I guess Volcanion. Like, yeah, I was looking into him, I was like, well, they could go Volcanion or Rotom, but other than that, well, I guess technically Mamoswine too, because it resists ice with Thick Fat. But I'm like, well, I'm just going to hit him with a Blizzard and see what happens. So we hit him with the Blizzard, 100% accuracy, bada bing, bada boom, and we're going to take him out. So, good night Zapdos. And that's when I was like, wow, well, that really makes this game a whole lot easier then, huh? I mean, I sure would have liked to have used the Weather Ball Jolteon on that, but I'm like, well, I guess we'll have to do that later. So in comes the Volcanion. I'm like, okay, so I don't want to take a Steam Eruption on this thing, because I know it's probably like Specs or something like that. So, and like, well, I only have one switch in, and it's my Draco. Not Draco's ult, my Dragapult. I was going to bring Draco's ult, but I was like, man, that'd be too easy. Or not, well, it's Arcto's ult, actually. So they go for this Choice Spec Steam Eruption, and at first I thought they were just heavy duty boots, and I was like, well, that has to be a crit, but no, that's just the power of Specs. Well, also, I think it's because my Dragapult was naive and doesn't really have good IVs. So I'm like, okay, well, you don't have any switch-ins, bud, to this Draco Meteor, and I'm going to outspeed you, so I'm going to at least hit something with a Draco. And something's going to get to a KO'd. And that'll just open the way even more for Rotom and for the combination of Rotom and Ninetales, you know, that electric ice combo. They do still have the Mamoswine that's still able to deal with it, but that's okay. So we drop a Draco on the shiny Rotom. Gets it real low. That's easily in range of another Draco Meteor. And obviously I am in range of another Hail Chip. But, I mean, this thing at this point has done its job. It's weakened the Rotom, and it can take it out. So I'm just going to go for it one more time. Even if they try to go out, and I was like, they could go Ferrothorn here, but Dragapult is so low, they could set up rocks. I'm never going to get another chance to do anything with this thing again. As you can see, I was contemplating switching out here on the Rotom, but I was like, man, even I can always just go for Draco Meteor now, die, and then get in Krakatoa. So we drop a Draco on him, and we take out the Rotom. So bada bing, bada boom, just like that, Rotom is gone, and so is Zapdos, two of the big defensive cores. So we're looking pretty good here, we're looking pretty good. All it cost us was our Dragapult. Alright, so here I'm like, well, I do have the Hail up, so I could go Manic Menace here right now and try to put in some work with the Weather Ball Thunderbolt combo. So we send out Manic Menace. the shiny Jolteon, and they send out the Kyurem, and I was like, huh. Well, I know this thing can probably go for Earth Power, and I was like thinking, well, if they brought this thing in, the odds of it being Scarf are fairly high, at least based on, because, you know, Joey, he's always kind of trying to be, like, sarcastic in a way or something, or, like, bringing up things that happened in the past, and I was thinking, like, well, it would be like Joey to bring a Scarf Kyurem after, like, Danger Dave just used Scarf Kyurem, so I was fairly certain this thing was Scarf, and I was right, so we send Beartic in as they go for the freeze try, and I'm like, oh, I guess they were trying to catch my, what do I have that's a water type on my team? Do I even have a water type? I don't know. Maybe they didn't have it. Maybe they were just going for their ice type move. Either way, though, we're going to hit this thing with a superpower. Because I was like, if they want to go out into their... I was like, is this the Ferrothorn? I was like, perfect. Because I'm about to hit him with this superpower. I might not have close combat, but superpower is a good alternative if you don't have it. So Life Orb superpower from Beartic is going to take out the Ferrothorn, which I suspect is... if this was able to take it out, considering it's not stab, I was like, this thing might be... Actually, it didn't quite take it out. The hail took it out, though. It got it in range of hail. I was like, that must have been Spadef for it to do that much. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm breeding Throw over here at the same time. Winding down the list. I'm gonna make it Mold Breaker. I always like to go Guts, but this time I'm like, well, the one that I had prepared was Mold Breaker, so I'm just gonna stick with that. So here I'm like, well, oh wait, actually what happened? I got distracted by breeding Throw. They bring in the Mamoswine, and I'm like, well, they could go for Ice Shard. I am at -1. I would really like to save this thing for later because it has Slush Rush, obviously, so that's always nice. I was like, well, they're probably going to go for Earthquake here, so I could go Zapsinko, but I don't want to risk it, so I was like, they could also just be getting up rocks because I am at -1, so they know I'm not going to kill them with anything, probably, even if I was to go for another superpower. So they go Krakatoa here, as they do indeed set up rocks. Now, Joey here makes an absolutely crazy play. Here I was like, well, they could go for Earthquake and I could switch out, but I was like, honestly, I'm sacking this thing off because I don't need it and I want to get something in safely. They went for Icicle Crash. This man was really going to risk everything. Now, and that's why I didn't care. Like, they do Flinchman, and I was like, what? That's crazy. He makes a crazy play and it works out for him. It's crazy. I guess I made a crazy play too, but I could have switched out here knowing they would go for Earthquake this time, but I was like, I'm sacking this thing off. I'm talking to my fiance at this time, and I've already taken out 2 of their mons. This is where my cockiness gets me a little bit. Like, I just threw my heat. Have you ever seen anyone throw your Heatran away? But it's because I'm trying to use the shiny mons. I'm trying to use Asteroid Dazu and Manic Menace, man, not Heatran. I've used Heatran so many times. So, for the sake of trying to use these Pokemon, we bring it out. And, yeah. So, we go for the Aurora Veil, and this man really got on to me for using Aurora Veil, and I was like, listen, dog, I'm out here trying to use Jolteon and Beartic. Of course I'm going to use Aurora Veil. I have to use everything that I have to my advantage. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have a Defogger or a Rapid. This is like one of the few times I've ever not had a Rapid Spinner or a Defogger on my team. So I've got to use everything that I can. And I tried to fit it on, but I was like, well, I kind of want to run Defiant in case they pack Defog. So we go for the Veil here. And I was like, well, I know Flamethrower probably is going to kill me even through that because they are specs, but it's going to allow me to now get in my my Jolteon, which is now behind Veil. So we get that thing nice and low. And I'm like, alright, well, we got Beartic, but we also got Manic Menace here. And I was like, well, they could switch, but even if they want to try to switch, I've got Weather Ball for the Kyurem. And I am behind Veil at this point. And Well, we got a little bit of chip on us, but we'll be okay. We are going to take a lot, though, from Life Orb and Hail, but I'm like, I don't care. I got to hit him with this Thunderbolt real quick, you know what I'm saying? Because I was looking at their team, I was like, well, they do have the Mammal Swan still. I actually went for the Weather Ball. I guess they're going to go Kyurem. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been dumb of me to go for Thunderbolt, but... So yeah, we get the Kyurem with the... Yeah, and it would have been great for me to get Rocks up, too, if I would have done that way earlier, because at that point, Volcanion and Kyurem would be... Volcanion would probably be dead, and this thing would be super low. So look at that chip, man. That's what we call a free-hit KO. Does roughly 35%. So I'm like, well, I could switch out here. But at the same time, they're going to predict me to probably, based on how they've been playing, go into Zapcinco. So I'm just going to do it again and let them lock themselves into Freeze Dry or whatever, which ends up happening. And like I said, I am behind Veil, and they're not Specs, so I'm going to keep going for Weather Ball here. So get them real low. And now they're locked in. They don't have a choice. They're going to sack this thing off, so I'm like, alright. Or do they sack it off? I can't remember. But we got him within range. Well within range. And we still got the Scarf Zapdos. If they had staticked my Scarf Zapdos, we probably would have lost. But I was like calculating. And I was like, well, it's only I had a 30% chance to lose this game turn 1. Well, then again, if I'd have lost, I probably would have played my Heatran a lot safer. But since I knew that I had Zapdos in the back, I was able to play it a little bit safer. So we take that thing out, and we die to Life Orb. Thankfully, though, the Volcanion is pretty low. It's at half, so I know Zapcinco can take it out. So we go Beartic here because we still have the Hail on our side. And I figured this thing would most likely be Sash. Like, if it wasn't, then Beartic could have we could have taken him out with Superpower here. But because we have the Veil, we are able to live just barely. And I was like, well, I know that they're going to be freaking Sash. So we'll take him down into their Sash and die to Life Orb here. But yeah, imagine if we would have freaking gotten paralyzed turn 1 and then probably lost the whole game because the Mamoswine would have been faster than us and would have just been able to Icicle Crash and kill us. But they are not, so they're forced to go for Ice Shard, which I know is not going to kill. I wish I would have had that mindset about the Life Orb Weavile going for Ice Shard versus Tapu Lele. I don't know why I thought Tapu Lele had such low defenses, but it doesn't, you know. Either way, though, I was like, huh, should I go for Stomping Tantrum or Brave Bird? I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to go for Brave Bird. Just because I know that it's already, or it's only at 1 HP, so I can go for Brave Bird and live just fine. And I was like, well, it'd be funny if I kill the Volcanion and die to recoil myself. Anyways, so yeah, overall pretty good Shiny Sunday. We've got a battle versus Sad, and this one is going to be, I've got both Sad and Joey in the call actually, and it was pretty hilarious hearing both of them. But yeah, GG's Joey, really cool that you brought all these shiny mons. And yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. But we're going to go ahead and get into the second battle. Oh, and it looks like we didn't quite die at a Hail because it didn't activate. So we just barely hang on there. Yeah, GG's Joey. We'll see you guys next battle.
That's fine.
Over here we got a nice live comm. We got the boys. We got Dave who's about to leave, but then we also got Joey and Sad. All right, let's see what this means. Wait, we both brought Aurora Veil, bro. That's crazy. Oh boy, this is gonna be a tough one, boys.
Alright, well, I'm going to the gym. Have fun with the battle, boys.
Did you know your Veil saved you? I almost killed you with my
yeah, that's why I
Mamoswine.
used it, dog. Because I was like, yo, I can definitely live this move. All right.
Well, it's funny how you're switching your dragon on my my non.
Well, that was my only switching, bro. What did you want me to do? I need to hurry
I
and
need
pick
to
my
find him
mons,
gone.
man.
I'm believe we have the same
You
idea.
do have flash cannon.
We both got a
That's Flash
Slush
Cannon.
Rush Mon, we both got an Electric Mon, we both got the Fire type Mon, and man, that's crazy, bro. Let's see what this man decides to lead off with. Going up against our boy
those
Sad
W's.
here. We got Joey and Sad here in the call, because we're just chilling. Waiting for
What's
those
up,
remakes, you know what I'm
everybody?
saying?
My name is
Lead off
Sad.
with
I
the
like to
Arcanine,
add.
please. Are you Intimidate, dog? They are. Let's get it.
Oh fuck!
Nice little Defiant boost, know what I'm saying?
Emerald, I wish you did it live so I can watch you on my tablet, and then we can have. I can see. I can hear my voice.
I would, but it's on my TV, and I'm recording with my computer, so that don't work like that, dog.
Oh yeah, you don't record the old-fashioned way like me and Sad does, or
This man
something.
has no
Oh, Daddy.
switch-ins. If he tries to bring on his Lando, he's gonna intimidate me again and give me +2.
Which Pokemon you have in?
What? He brought out his Arcanine as a lead against my Zapdos because I thought he might lead Lando. And I get the Defiant boost.
Actually, earlier we had an idea around Joey, but I ended up not doing it actually.
Yikes.
Frick, I'm dead here.
The Arcanine is dead turn 1. Look at that damage from the recoil though. I should have gone for CC maybe. But I didn't want him going out into Pex.
Yes, damn, what kind of fat Timmy, bro? I know Peck.
Lando talks to Pex.
And Bale? Why you need Bale with that?
Alolan Ninetales, Regieleki, and Alolan Sandslash.
Bro, calm down. Man, go with a fat and offensive set. Why you bring Veil and Toxapex? You're gonna make me vomit.
Alright, so he brought out his Regieleki, of course, but even though I don't have a ground type, I got a nice volt-absorbing Jolteon. Yum.
Do you know that Kiram and Volcanion threaten your team?
I know they do. But that's why I had a Dragapult. And I got a Scarf. I got Scarf, what's it? Well, I guess I shouldn't be saying this more sad. But I got Zapdos for... I'm not afraid of Kyurem. Bro, my freaking Jolteon took out your Kyurem, dog. What you gonna say to that?
Yeah, Veil. I had my first try Space
well,
Spinning.
why do you think I had it? So I could deal with it. I'm trying to use a fun team, you know what I'm saying? It's a Shiny Sunday. We got Shiny Ninetales, Asteroid Desu, and Shiny Jolteon from Manic Menace.
I hope you don't mind, announcing my Volcanion that almost blow you off the field.
It's
shiny, but it's not
you'll see
legal.
my side tomorrow, but we'll see your side in about 4 months, you know what I'm saying?
Don't worry,
Man,
if I see battles with anybody, I will PM you the battle.
This is hilarious, man.
My foot is
Sad, bro.
dying,
What are you doing? Hurry up. You know we got 20
My foot
minutes,
is
right?
I know my
You just thunderbolted again. I got no switch-ins, dog. I'm not gonna switch out.
Yeah, I didn't get why you went to Heatran on my Malmo sign.
Well, because I didn't care about it. It did nothing against your team. It was gonna lose, so I was sacking it off. I went for Lava Plume on it, and you frickin' flinched me. I knew you would predict me to go out into my Zapdos. That's why I just went for Lava Plume, but you flinched me.
Thank you. I get the 10% flinch for staying in on a ground type.
Well, I was trying to make a play. I was trying to sack it off.
That's not a play. That's more like I'm giving up. Let me die here.
Yeah.
It's not a play.
Well, but then I was like, he's probably gonna switch out. Hey, that's a good play, Sad. He brought in the Lando on my Jolteon. Bolt switching. Yeah, I shot a ball the first time, but let's see. What can we do now here?
And you have the secret tech? You know what I'm talking about.
I'm trying to think here. What do I do now?
Don't panic. You live.
Let me look back at his team, see what I need to preserve.
But the thing is, my Switch is about to die. Oh my god.
Just gonna do this.
I gotta do this fast, ASAP. Fire at will. Oh, well, I predicted that, prediction.
I thought you might do that, but like Dragapult doesn't. I don't need this Mon. I don't really need this thing, honestly.
I wish I get
so.
static plus done with
Just
my
like in
Zapdos.
the battle versus Joey, I was like, I don't really need this. We still get to fire off a Draco though, get this thing nice and low. I should have just went for another Shadow Ball. But I thought you'd switch on to something else.
Are you? What item are you? Are you Specs?
I was. They knocked it off.
Why that Draco did not KO my Rotom? I'm Bow, not Combination.
Well, Rotom's still a Rotom, man. It's.
I'm
Dragapult only has 100 base attack.
I live a Draco immediately.
Alright, now we're coming through. Now it's time, boys. It's time. I was just waiting for this moment.
You can feel this moment. I'm battling somebody, they want no restriction, goddamn.
Because now I know you aren't Scarf.
You know what, I'll turn my sound off so you don't have the extra music in the background. You just hear my awesome voice.
Yeah. Alright, hit him
Bro,
with the freeze dry.
my opponent has these... He has these Somerset...
Alright, Lando's gone, so our boy Jolteon is coming through now. I mean, Jolteon would have been able to come through anyways, but I didn't have my hail up yet, which is unfortunate.
Do you want my UU team?
Oh, I managed to get my charger before it dies.
My UU team is broken.
What's your UU team consist of?
You want me to just tell you so I don't face you in UU? Well, I have another one that shit. So my UU, well, you want on stream? Want me to just PM you the picture of it, or you want to know on screen?
Just tell me, dog.
So I don't know how it's in UU. Give me a sec. Let me get to the whole screen thing. So Mammosign, because Mammosign is always broken.
Look at this, the twin Ninetales.
Okay, I have Mammosign and Keldeo.
Do you have Aurora Veil, bro?
Emerald.
Yep, we're both going for Aurora Veil. What's up?
I have Keldeo, Mammosign, Salamence, Zarude, Regieleki, and Celesteela.
Yeah, bro, that sounds like something I'd use. That's absolutely busted, man.
I need to get these W's up in here. My opponent doesn't have a... he has Charizard. That's his ground searching.
In comes the Sand Slash. This is going to take absolutely nothing.
I have to deal with the shield legendary.
Why, thank you.
Well, Emerald, do you want this team? I can send you.
Nah, bro, I've already got your gravity team, man. I've got too many teams to use and not enough time.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Don't get mad at me.
Oh, no, I'm not mad. I'm just saying. I'm just like, we've got a very limited amount of time before Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, bro. You know what I'm saying?
True. Well, I'm still going to be uploading these battles when that game come out.
Yeah.
Because I won't be able to get EV trained Pokemon.
Dang, this man set up an SD on me, man. I might just lose to this.
Somebody sent an ST when I had a hip on one. I'm like, bro, what the hell are you doing? Do I outspeed this? Probably not. Okay, I'll speed it. This is Specs. It's gonna hurt. It's not enough.
Dang it, bro. I didn't outspeed it. Wait, I have...
I mean,
Why
yeah,
didn't you go
I'm
for Iron Head?
I don't have that, actually. I
What?
forgot to
Aw, you would have won, bro.
What happened?
His Sand Slash outsped my my Beartic in Hail. He only hit me with Earthquake. Wait, so what? Your SD, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, Rapid Spin?
You forgot to add that at the last moment.
You gotta run the Iron Head. You would have won probably.
Yeah. Well, see these, I guess.
The Drake of Vote is here.
I need to look up Beartic's base speed, man, compared to...
It is base 50.
What's Sandslash's?
65.
Jeez, man. Oh, yeah, you definitely outspeed, man.
Oh my god,
Beartic, why
I
you
see
so
it
slow,
all.
dog?
Somebody, Emerald, somebody just used Fly with Dracopult. I see it all now. My road is ending.
That's crazy, bro.
Somebody just used Fly. They want to take out my free HP Keldeo.
Dang.
They could use any attack in the world that take me out. They prefer to use Fly.
Huh.
That's hilarious.
I was gonna use Arctozolt on this team, but I was like, man, that's gonna be too easy. I was like, let me use Beartic because I never get to use that.
Why does man has blue hair? Interesting. It's like an anime character.
I knew that was coming.
You ain't got no more Landorus, and I had Weather Ball for that thing anyways. Can I hit on anything in your team with Weather? I beat down Joey's Kieran with Weather Ball on this thing.
I had to deal with Veil, and I don't have Veil. I don't have Brick Break, sadly enough.
You don't have Defog either. Or no, you had Defog on your Zapdos, but I got rid of it.
Don't hate. I appreciate
I'm not hating, dog. Hey, I didn't have Rapid Spin or Defog. I couldn't fit it on the team. I had Zapdos at one point with Weather Ball, but I took it off because I was like, well, I want to put on Galarian Zapdos for the Defiant in case someone else tries to Defog.
Are you kidding me?
Of course, Toxapex lives, bro.
Max special defense.
That's fair, but we still got the Veil, though.
I gave my UU team afterwards, so I don't know if he's still gonna do Pokemon battles after.
Oh no, we don't have the Veil. That's just doesn't do anything to me.
That did a lot. Ouch.
Nothing for Jolteon. My about Iron Head.
Got some the Regenerator wouldn't have saved you even then. It did too much.
Yeah.
I actually first time using Zarude Dada or Zarude in general. Last time I named Pokemon.
GG, I don't even have Moonblast on this thing, bro. That's just gonna fuck me up hard.
I don't know how much this thing's gonna do. Doesn't do a whole lot. Ninetales has decent defense.
I mean, I am max HP, so yeah.
Oh, max HP, dang.
Well, your Zapdos pretty much sweeps here. Like, I have nothing for it besides Licky.
Doesn't Regieleki still outspeed it or no?
I think, yeah. I mean, this thing has fucking 200 base speed, so I don't know. Let me check it real quick on Showdown.
Thanks for Calgan, bro. I was about to do that, but if you want to do that, go ahead.
Yes, yeah, I outspeed actually.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Base 100.
I mean, maybe if
speed,
you were modest, but if you're timid, then you should definitely outspeed it.
I mean,
because I know that Scarf Keldeo outspeeds modest Regieleki, because I ran into that problem.
But
Zapdos is like 100 versus Keldeo 108.
Why are they sending DNC on my nice, powerful Salamence? I have the Earthquake.
This is a stupid play, I know.
The last minute Aurora Veil.
Come on, save me, bitch! Save me! Your Ninetales seems to be...
It's max attack, max speed.
Attack. Oh, that's why, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, GG, I have nothing for neither your Ninetales or your Zapdos.
Emerald, my Salaman's name is Drake.
Like the dude from the Elite Four in Holland?
Yeah, I guess we got to do this.
Yes, I have
Did
the
you go
juicy
for a non-electric move?
No.
Well, I guess I get some Volt Absorb. Explosion! Ah, nice way to end it, friend. GG's. Hey, but you know what, people? It's just a nice little fun Shiny Sunday battle. We had Joey and Sad here in the call with us. We got to show off Asteroid Dazu and Manic Menace. That's going to be GG's, folks. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and get ready for those remakes. And we'll see you guys in the next Wi-Fi battle. Bye-bye.